Good morning. It is March 21st, our last few days of my visa here in Vietnam, and the last 90 kilometers before I get to Hat Tien. That's my goal. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the full 90 and just press all the way up to dark. Time-wise, it's 9 o'clock right now. It's 9:08, so I can do the 90. It will be sunset by the time I get there, but I could do the full 90 if I wanted to, which might be a good idea. So I'm going to see if I can do the full 90. But if I come up short, I come up short. Let's see. Let's first start by saying I figured out the problem I was having with responding to comments and stuff like that. So by the time I had that whole gripe and everything at the end of yesterday's video, it was already too late. I didn't want to re-edit it, and so I posted it anyway with that gripe at the end. But it was actually the network I was going through. So I flip off my data on my phone, since I only have 4 gigs a day on this SIM card for Vietnam, and I flip on their Wi-Fi. Well, one of the Wi-Fi is either here or the spot I was staying before. Flipped on my restricted mode on my YouTube app and grayed it out where I couldn't turn it off. So since that's the first time I ran into that problem, I had to figure out how to turn it off. So I ended up turning off the network. Clearing out the cache on the app, and turning off the app and turning it back on the app, which I should have done the trick, but it didn't. It didn't actually allow me to turn off the restricted mode until I rebooted my phone. After I rebooted my phone and I was using just my cellular data, it seemed to work. So if I have that problem in the future, I know it's not a government conspiracy out to get me. So yeah, no, I thought someone might have put in a complaint about me being a little, maybe a complaint to YouTube. I don't know. We're still getting out. I don't know. This new channel, I don't know how strict YouTube is and stuff like that. But I didn't think I said anything. But, people this day and age, they get offended fairly easy. And I was hoping that wasn't the comments that I had. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It was something I figured out, something I know about in the future, and yeah, so we're good to roll on that. So the comments are, you can repost comments on day 59. Is that the one I was having problems with? Yeah. The pixelization, I don't know. I still don't know where that came from. All right, so the road that I'm going to actually be paralleling is the QL80. There are small little roads that run. That's why I said I'll parallel. There are small roads that take me a little bit off, but they do run parallel to the more of the back street roads, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding the names to these, but I did find at least a section of it is called the Di Quoc Phong. Put the name right here, Di Quoc Phong. But obviously it changes. It runs more towards the coast. I just do that just to stay off more of the busy road, and hopefully I'll have some stuff to film along the way. And yeah. So I'm going to get out there and start pushing towards the border. And I still haven't read the comments this morning, so I'll do that before heading out. And maybe I'll have something to talk about here along the way. All right, guys, let's get out there. Let's hit the road. Hello, xin chào. Well, I'm going to see if this goes through. I'm not sure if it does. These, that's the chance you take, taking some of these back roads. Taking some of these back roads. Some of them just end up in rice fields. I've ended up in rice fields and stuff like that. Had to find my way out. But you can end up in some very nice spots. And this one says it goes through to, I think, a dirt road. I'm just going to follow it, try not to crash since I'm driving with one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the camera. So. Alright, time to put away the camera. It's nice out here though. So yeah, I'm going to take the chance and hopefully this goes through and I can follow the, looks like a small little river or something, waterway. Cool deal, it did go through. So it did meet up with a path that's a little more, well, cementish. And I guess I just took a shortcut because she went the other way. So I guess they both meet up right here.
Ooh, this is nice back here. Yeah, sometimes you got to get off the beaten path and just take it. I mean, sometimes you get stuck out in rice fields where you got to turn around, go back, or find a way out, but you end up on a lot of nice little paths like this. This is so much better than being on a busy road with cars going by and honking at you, and, you know. Yeah, this is much better. I way prefer doing this. And this is what happens once in a while. I came to a dead end. The only way is the bridge is on that side, a little small. It looks like a rebar bridge, something for scooters and pedestrians. So I've got to go back, and I've got to go back that way where I came from and go across one of the bridges onto that side of the water and come back and catch that. But that's what happens when you're exploring, so not that big of a deal. Found a rebar but bridge to cross. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rebars, made out of rebar. And now I go down this way. Hello, hello, xin chào. And another rebar bridge to go over. Hello. Hello, hello, xin chào. Hey guys. Hello, xin chào. Okay. You. Thank you. Come on. There we go. And we're to the other side. Nice here. Nice little residential areas. It really does pay to get off the beaten path. There's another rebar bridge. Wonder why I didn't see him. I must have passed right by him. I mean, I definitely passed by him. I saw one back there. Oh, because I didn't make it up to that point. That's right. The sidewalk in before I hit that one. Jackfruit. Jackfruit trees. Ah, okay. Yeah, jackfruit. Well, it looks like I hit another dead end here. They're still doing construction over there. And it looks like they got a... it looks like they got someone watching the construction yard. Otherwise, I might try and pass through it. I'll get on Google Maps, figure out how to get out of this. Honestly, I don't know how to get out of this one, so oops, sorry. Yeah, I don't know how to get out of this one, so I'll look on Google Maps. But it's a nice little area out here. And there's a small temple out here. I just don't feel like climbing up those steps to get to it. Maybe this road goes somewhere. Yeah, that was fairly easy to get around. There was I took that road and it just took me through a small little town here and back out and back onto the same road here. So everything's good. And we push ahead. So these are my favorite. These are the fried banana ones. They batter them and then they deep fry them. And the end result, and if you look, these are only 5,000 each, so 20 cents. They press the bananas, they batter them, and then they deep fry them, and they turn out awesome. And yeah, they're just awesome. You see, so she smashed the banana, she puts it in the, and then whoop. So these are some of the best. If you ever get a chance in Vietnam, you got to pick them up. They're just awesome. Deep fried bananas. And my go-to drink right here, man, it's like a coffee soda. I'm gonna find some shade and eat these. So this is perfect. I found a little spot right down the way from where I bought the deep fried bananas. It looks like I'm in a spot called Thousand. It's the district of Thousand, and it's a nice little town actually. It's very small, village style, but yeah, it's very nice. But anyway, I'm just here. I'm gonna have my drinks, eat my bananas, my deep fried bananas, and when you order them, you bite into them. They got a lot of hollow spot on the inside, so don't be surprised if it's a lot of air. But that's because they smashed the bananas first. I mean, I think most of them do. And I guess to cook it so the banana cooks better or whatever when they deep fry them. But these are just awesome. So I was about, let's see, 4 kilometers down that way. I got turned around at the a construction site, so I had to turn around and come back, go northbound for a while, and this is the next, what do you say, east to west type running road, or sidewalk, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so this should be a straight shot for a while. A lot of in and a lot of out of this construction zone. Been on this dirt trail, dirt road / road construction site. Yeah, for a while. Some sections are better. This is actually better than some other sections. So I don't mind this. It's a little more sandy. As long as I don't get turned around. I don't like to come way out in the middle of nowhere and then have to turn around and go back just because I hit a dead end or something. Just because it says it's a road on Google doesn't mean it's actually a road. I learned that many a times. Okay, I need 2 hands for this one. Hello. Xin chào. Hello. Xin chào. Erkaderkader. Well, it's evening and the sun is going down, and I need to find a spot to camp between some trees that's not on someone's property. There's a beach somewhere up here. Well, I pedaled all the way up to dark, and I don't know where I'm going to stay here tonight. So, yeah, so I have my hammock. I just don't know where to put up my hammock, so that's the problem. Anyway, I'm going to figure out what to do. So, so the sun is down. There's still some light out. I have two choices. I could go back to the beach that I was just on, but it looks like it's pretty well developed. If you look behind me, there is, let's see, let me see if we can get into those trees right there. Although there's a house across the street, I don't think they own both properties. So I'm just going to let it get a little darker. I'll throw up my hammock probably there and just get up early in the morning and mosey on before any complaints happen. It's just a hammock, you know. I don't think it's going to bother anybody. There's some abandoned buildings right behind me that I looked at, but because of the snakes and stuff and that are in Vietnam, I prefer not to sleep on anything except for being extended between two trees off the ground. And yeah, nowhere where a snake can climb on me. Anyway, that sounds like the plan. I said I don't think the house across the way is going to give too much of a hoot. They're going to probably see my bicycle, see my hammock, and understand what I'm doing. So, all right, guys. So, peace out, and I'll throw everything together probably tomorrow, just so I don't have a glow coming from my hammock. And I have to be in a Wi-Fi zone before I can actually post this. All right, guys. Good night, y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, I had a last minute change of mind here. I got the low light filter on, so it looks like it's a lot lighter, and actually, like, there's more light out than there actually is. I came back over to the beachy spot. Um, just because it reminds me more like when I was sleeping on the beaches of Hawaii. We just slept on the public beaches and got up early in the morning. I'm planning on this tree and this one right here. Looks like a good distance. And anyway, it looks like a good distance apart. And I'll just wait until it gets completely dark. And these people should be gone. I set up my hammock, and even early in the morning, the hammock looks like I'm just lounging anyway. Everybody lays around in hammocks. But I'll be up when the sun's coming up, and I'll mosey on out. Yeah, I just like this area a little bit better because it's not in direct eyesight of a property that's right across the street. So, yeah, whatever business it is, it looks like it's closed right now. So I think I'm good. I'll just wait till the sun's down. Anyway, I'll try and take a picture of my place in the morning. It'll be too dark to actually, by the time I set it up, to actually film it. So first thing I do when I get up, I'll bust out the camera and show you my setup, even though you've probably seen my setup in the past. All right, guys. Anyway, I just want to add that to the end of this, and good night, y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. So this is my view for the night. I'm inside my bug net right now, so I've just pointed out the bug net. This is in low light, so low light filming, so. And I got the water. I don't think you're going to be able to see the water, but the ocean's right there. And yeah, this is home sweet home for the night. And yeah, it kind of reminds me of back when I was staying in Maui in Kihei. I slept on the beaches there, and same way. It's like hammocks for the thing. I didn't actually sleep in a hammock. I had a ground mat that I slept on. On the ground mat, you actually had to. You could either sleep in the sand, and to make sure you didn't get sand fleas, you actually needed some type of mat to lay down on. And the benefit of the laying in the sand was the centipedes wouldn't come out because their little legs didn't work good in the sand. So yeah, or you could lay on the grass, but then the sprinklers would go off at a certain time, and the centipedes love the grass. But so yeah, it was a lot of times I slept in the grass, but once in a while I'd have a centipede crawl across my face or something. But you know, I don't think they're as aggressive as they're made out to be, because the year I slept there, I never got bit once. But it is a given if you're in Hawaii long enough, and you will eventually get bitten by a centipede. So anyway, this is where I'm at. I'm hanging from the tree, and good night, y'all.